Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to apply a water slide decal to a glittered Starbucks cup. I epoxied this one and glittered it so it's nice and smooth because you need a smooth surface or else it's going to be bumpy when you put this decal on. I'm using the Blinggasm brand and I got this one on Amazon, and my printer is an inkjet, so I got the inkjet clear paper. And if you have an inkjet printer, you have to seal in the ink with a clear spray paint, or else when you put this in the water, the ink is gonna smudge. So I already did this off camera. I sprayed it 3 times and I let it fully dry in between each coat. So what you're gonna need is a bowl of water, a cup cradle if you have one, and if you have a silicone squeegee, you're going to need it to squeegee out the water from the decal. You're going to get your decal and put it in the water, and it's going to curl up, and that's okay. Just go like that. Try to hold it if you can, and keep it in there for like 30 seconds or until the water slide starts to come off the paper and it slides around. See how it's starting to slide around? Then what I like to do is wet the cup so it's easier to apply on the cup so it doesn't like get stuck right away. Okay, then just slide it on. And see how when you wet the cup you can easily move it around. So when you have the right placement that you want, and I'm gonna squeegee out the water. Let's put it like that. He's flying away with the balloon. Okay, so squeegee out all the water. You want to do this easy because if not, you're going to rip your paper. Just pat it dry with your towel. Okay, I'm going to let this fully dry, and then I'm going to put another layer of epoxy. And after I put the epoxy and let that dry, I'm going to put a decal over it. Okay, so I'm going to mix the epoxy. I use the Amazing clear cast from Alumilite. I got the big jugs, so I just put them in these squeeze bottles and it makes it so much easier. I also got these on Amazon. So for this one, I'm going to put 5 ml of each part. Five of A and 5 of B. And you just mix it until it's clear. I have some air bubbles, but that's okay because I'm gonna blast it with my heat gun and it takes the bubbles away. Okay, I think that's good. Looks pretty clear now. So I'm just gonna let it sit so all the bubbles can rise up and just pop. I forgot to mention one thing that I did wrong was, this is my second time doing this one. So I applied the water slide, and then on top of the water slide I applied a decal. And when I took the transfer tape off the decal, my water slide peeled up. So if you're gonna apply any decals, adhesive decals, make sure to seal it first, or else when you peel the transfer tape, this will come off. I tried it already. Okay, see, I have some air bubbles, but that's okay because I'm gonna pop them with my heat gun when I apply it. Okay, so I have my tumbler on the spinner. And before I put the epoxy on, I like to give it a heat blast really quick with my heat gun so it can pop the bubbles that rose to the top. Okay, see, not much left. And you just rub this epoxy over until it has an even coat all over the cup. Don't forget to get the bottom. And after I put the epoxy, I like to give the cup a little blast with my heat gun. That way it could pop any remaining bubbles. Then I grab a baby wipe and I just clean the rim so it's not so messy. So I'm gonna wait about 8 hours so it can dry. And then after that, I'm gonna put some vinyl decals on it, like the name and a little quote, and then give it another layer of epoxy, and then we'll be done. I actually let this dry overnight so it's nice and dry. So now I have my decal sticker that I'm gonna put on. Remember, seal this with epoxy, the water slide, before you apply this, because if you don't, you will pull up the water slide decal. So trust me, I did it. Telling you from experience. Okay, so I'm just gonna find the right placement for it. I'll put it right here. And then peel it off. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do another layer of epoxy so I can seal in this decal. And I'm gonna put her name also. So if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more tutorials, subscribe and I will be uploading more soon. Thanks, guys.